Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I'm a full-time reseller, and I have my channel here to help other resellers as well as collectors try and learn the value of their items, also see what is selling right now over on eBay, as well as Poshmark and Mercari. But today is a research video, so we will focus on eBay because that is the largest platform for sales of used merchandise. So I have been wanting to do jewelry here lately. Last week we did some necklaces. This week we're going to do brooches, and some of these are absolutely going to blow your mind. All of them in this video are worth well over $1,000. I'm also going to show you exactly how I do these research videos so that if you have other items like teacups or bracelets or anything, earrings, whatever you want to research, you can do it exactly like I do if you have the time. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first what I am going to show you is the main screen. I'm going to show you exactly what I do to do these research videos. It does take time to scroll through, I will tell you. You're just going to get a little snippet, but all of these sales are eBay sales. They are current within the last 90 days as of November 2023, in case you're watching this video down the road. So let's go ahead, take a look. All right, so we are on the main eBay screen here. So the first thing I do, I just put in brooch. And if you see, there are 880,000 brooches for sale, coming close to 1 million. And then I simply will scroll down and I will click on the sold button. And here you can see there are 120,000 sold. So if you just put brooch in, it's less than a 7% sell-through rate, which is really, really low. So if we go back and now we put in a brand, so let's put in Trifari, and there are ranges of Trifari brooches from both high dollar all the way down to significantly lower dollar. So for Trifari brooch, if you're researching here to see if a Trifari brooch is a good thing to pick up or is it a good value for your collection. Here you can see there are 16,000 Trifari brooches listed, and we will come down and click on sold. And for Trifari, there are 6,000 brooches listed out of that 16,000. So what you'll do to get the sell-through rate is you'll divide that 6,000 sold, or sorry, 6,000 sold, divide it by the 16,000 listed, and that is a 38% sell-through rate. So now we're talking about something that will sell a little bit better as far as how to actually research this. But if you know exactly what you have, you would get more specific, and then you would have a better idea of the exact sell-through rate of that. So that is that. And what I do once I have that is I will sort from highest price to lowest, and then I'll take a look here, and you're going to see these two here coming up in this video. But now I can look at the ones that are worth more money. So if you're trying to learn, you could do this with a brand and either brooch, necklace, bracelet, earrings, whatever you want. So you kind of get it in your head what these higher dollar ones look like. And that is the point of doing these videos for you. So we're going to go ahead and start. I did pull up 15 of these, 15 or 20. Actually, I think I did 20, and they're actually going to start at $3,000. So I'm going to show you my top 20, and I will tell you, I did not put 18 karat gold in here because those sell for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. However, most places are going to pull that gold. So let's go ahead, take a look at the first one. And the first one here is actually a Christian Dior. And a lot of people are like, there's no way you're going to find these. That is not true. They are rare, and that is why they are so expensive. So they are going to be harder to find. But I personally have found Christian Dior brooches in estate sale lots that I bought online. They are out there. So this first one is a Christian Dior 1950s Maison Grappois glass vintage brooch pen rare. Pen that is rare. So I'm going to go ahead. We'll make this big here so you can see it. Beautiful, beautiful dark green, a lighter green. It is poured glass. That is what that Grappois means. Here you can see it with a little less backlighting on it. And they did great pictures of it. Here is the back. And they do show it in natural light. So a big thing with a lot of more expensive jewelry is those buyers want to see what does it look like in natural light. So if you're not doing that already, I would go ahead and add that. I'm not seeing on here a close-up picture of where it is marked or labeled as Christian Dior. So that is something that is missing from here, but this sold for $3,000. So definitely keep your eye out for the name Christian Dior. Most of them are worth at least a couple of $100, and great, great sale on this one. And I will be next Sunday, we will do some that are a little bit lower price than what you're seeing now. Right here next, this is not a name I am familiar with. This is a rare large Duget flower bouquet rhinestone enamel brooch. This one they did accept a best offer of on $2,900. Let's go ahead and make these big and take a look. You can see in the hand, this is a big, beautiful, beautiful brooch. And I do want to point out, I noticed right away here that this enamel on the stems is cracked and some of it is missing. So this still sold for a very, very high amount, even with some flaws. Here is the back. This is another one I am not seeing the name signature on. So I do not know if this Duget is marked, but definitely that might be a name you might want to research on its own and just learn a little bit more about the name. Here's another name that I am familiar with, and I have found Marcel Boucher pieces in estate lots as well. So this is an antique rare Marcel Boucher enamel rhinestone carnation flower pin brooch. This one sold for $3,000. Beautiful orange and yellow enamel here. If you look at that, there is a tiny chip right there. So I do want to point that out. These are not flawless pieces that are selling for thousands of dollars. And I do also see a couple of dead stones. If you see how it looks dark here, those stones are what they would term dead stones. And this is still an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous piece. This one here, they do show you. So this MB here with the bird head, that is a Marcel Boucher mark. So they did zoom in to show that. And this one was a great, great sale. Most of the Marcel Boucher are more in the hundreds of dollars of range, but this one here is rare and sold for $3,000. Another name I have been able to procure on vintage estate auctions. They are out there. You might have to pay up, but they are out there. My last Schreiner I purchased, I paid, I believe, $800, and it sold for close to $2,000. So this is a Schreiner ruffle brooch. This here lately in the past 6 months has been the most popular design of Schreiner brooch. So this ruffle one, and it did also have the pair of earrings, sold for a best offer on $3,000. And I will zoom in here so you can see. I love the swirling on that glass in the middle, and that does match the earrings that are with it. This one is a marked one, and you can see here they did zoom in. You can see that Schreiner, New York. There are also unsigned Schreiner pieces. So you can see these earrings, even though they clearly match the brooch, the earrings are not marked Schreiner, New York. So if you found these earrings without the brooch, you would have a hard time knowing that unless you were familiar. So Schreiner is a name. Definitely keep your eye out for this one, and a great sale. Another one, almost $3,000. And we are going to follow it up here with another Schreiner brooch. This one is very, very fluorescent. This one also sold for $3,000. I do believe this was the same seller. So this is a Schreiner brooch, pendant, and earring set, like a neon yellow kind of green color. And here you can see it zoomed in. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I would venture to say this one probably would glow under a black light. And here you can see they did zoom in. When you have a piece of jewelry worth $3,000, definitely take quite a few pictures. Here you can see the earrings. And this one was actually 2 sets. So if it were me, I would have showed those 2 sets in the front photo. This one is beautiful as well with the white. And here are the matching earrings to that one. So another set of earrings that were not marked. This brooch is not signed. So if you look here, there is no Schreiner, New York on this brooch. So one of these sets is signed, the other is not. So they got about $1,500 a set. I honestly think a reseller probably could have picked these up and made a profit on these, and still a great, great sale at $3,000. All right, probably the best known and highest selling artist for Trifari is Alfred Felipe. So this is from the Jewels of India collection. It is a mogul heart brooch. It does say rare design. I have actually found Alfred Felipe Jewels of India pieces. Mine, unfortunately, were missing some stones. So this one was an auction. It got 37 bids and ended at $3,049. You guys always ask me, so we're going to take a look here and see where they started this auction. And it looks like the starting price on this was $95. It was started on October 5th. It ended on October 12th. So it was a 7-day auction and ended at $3,049, which is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Jewels of India collection definitely is one of the higher selling. This one also has that original Trifari box with it. Beautiful greens and blues on this one. And this one is actually more of a scarf clip. If you see the 2 pins here on the back, you can see it is marked with Trifari. You're not going to have an Alfred Felipe signature on these. You would just need to be able to research them and find that they are a piece from his collection. And that was a great sale. They only started at $100 and it ended up at $3,049. Up next, this is a gorgeous, this is another fur clip, which scar fur clip is what that last one was as well. This one was a buy it now. It sold for $3,450. This one is wisteria, which is absolutely gorgeous. I have a beautiful wisteria bush in my yard here in Florida and absolutely love. They are like a purpley blue flower. This one, again, $3,450. We'll take a look at it here up close. Beautiful, beautiful brooch. And you can, again, those fur clips or scarf clips do have those 2 points on the back. There's your Trifari marking. And this one was an absolutely great sale, $3,450. Next is another Trifari. So this one is really cool. It says invisible set red and clear. This one also sold for $3,450. And I do want to zoom in here. So these, you can see they're actually molded. So they call them like a clear setting. Really, really pretty. I have only found a couple of pieces like this ever. Here is the back. This one is just absolutely gorgeous. I do believe I see a stone missing right there. So they still do have some stones missing. I do see Trifari written on the back of this one. It is right there in the middle. Personally, again, I do like to zoom in and show those. And let's see if they notated that. Oh, yep, here you go. The brooch is missing 2 clear rhinestones. So missing 2 rhinestones, still sold for $3,450. Do not think missing a couple of rhinestones is going to significantly devalue a rare piece, because most of the time it does not. And this one was a great sale. Up next is another Trifari. This one is a Trifari sterling one. Lucite orchid jelly belly brooch. You can see these clear stones here. This one I don't think of as a true jelly belly. And all of these last 3 have been the same seller. I do want to point that out. These are Jen's Vintage Jewels. This one sold for $3,595. So here is this one up close. And you can see here, I don't polish my silver. It looks like she does not as well. Some people prefer these as found. Here is that patent pending there. I'm trying to see if we see, there's your Trifari right there. So this one is clearly marked and easy to identify as Trifari. Great sale. Sterling silver, almost $3,600 for this Trifari. I'm going to get off my Trifari kick here for a couple more items to show you. This is really cool. This is an antique Georgian miniature eye portrait brooch. I have not seen one quite like this, and I think this is super cool. This one sold for a best offer on $3,750. I will zoom in here and show you. And they kind of did like a little montage here showing different views of it. Personally, I would have uploaded these all as individual pictures on something this expensive, but this was a great sale. So watch for those vintage portraits with enamel. They can be very, very valuable. And this one was a great sale, coming in over $3,500. Now we're coming up to another Schreiner brooch. If you're a Georgia fan, you would absolutely love this black and red. Really, really pretty. As I said earlier, these ruffle ones are what is tending to sell high. It does change throughout time as far as what is popular by what maker. So the ruffles are definitely the thing with Schreiner. This is another one they accepted a best offer on $3,750. They do show it here with the quarter just for size and in the hand. This one looks to be in immaculate condition. You can see here, I don't see very many flaws on this one at all. I do not see a Schreiner mark. So this one is an unsigned piece is what it looks like. So definitely know this ruffle look. If you are outsourcing, I would definitely pay up for something that looks like this, and a great sale coming in close to $4,000. I got off the Trifari for a second, but now I am back on it. This is a Trifari fruit salad crystal peacock brooch. This one is absolutely gorgeous. This one was an auction. It got 30 bids and sold for $3,800. So let's go ahead and click. Let's see where they started this one. This one started at $1,000. So this one was a little bit higher starting price. Personally, I start my auctions at the lowest I am willing to take. And this one was in August. It started on August 13th. And this one actually was only a 3-day auction. You can see here the duration. It got 30 bids. There were 12 different bidders and sold for $3,800. How amazing is that? $3,800. Let's take a look at this crystal peacock brooch and that fruit salad. Here is the back. You can see the patent pending there. There is your Trifari mark on the side. And this one, another one that looks to be in excellent, excellent condition here. And they are zooming in, showing all the different features of it from every single angle, which is what I recommend if you are trying to sell these higher dollar ones. And that was a great sale, coming in close to $4,000. This one didn't have a ton of information. It just says it's a Jean Ete brooch. It is a little, I don't know if that's a clown or a pirate, or I don't know. It's kind of a little creepy looking, but it sold for almost $3,900. So let's take a look at this guy. You can see him up close. There is a Jean Ete scarf. So maybe he's a scarf pin. I don't know. There is your Jean Ete. So that's good to know. So he is signed. There it is on the pen. So there's another place to make sure you look for signatures if you are not already. Great sale. Not much in the title, but they still got almost a $4,000 sale on this item. This next one, I have to say, is one of my favorites. I am a big Miriam Haskell fan. I have tried to read a book and try and learn a little bit more about her jewelry, but there is so much information. So this one says it's a Miriam Haskell set, rare, pink, all glass, 4-piece per. They do say it's early and verified. This one sold for a best offer on $4,489. Here you can see it up close. You've got the necklace as well. I think this is a bracelet here. And you've got a brooch and earrings. And they actually, here on the back, it does not look, so this is not signed, but they do say it is verified. That was a great sale at almost $4,500. All right, we're coming back to Trifari. We cannot help it. This is another from the Jewels of India collection. This one sold for a best offer on $4,800. They did put C, so we're going to take a look at these pictures up closer. This was close to a $5,000 sale. It does say Horse Mogul from 1949. So here we will scroll through. This is a really, really cool horse brooch, and I'm trying to see exactly what. So she's pointing, it looks here, there is a missing stone, one of the small rhinestones. Now on the back, you can see here the Trifari and the patent pending. And again, another one you would need to research to know that this belonged to the Jewels of India collection. And you can see here, they are showing some research they did showing this was from Alfred Felipe, 1949. Here is the picture in the research that they did. So absolutely great sale, coming in close to $5,000 for a costume jewelry piece. Right, we have got another Marcel Boucher. This is a really, really cool, it says it is a pave enamel metallic rhinestone bird of paradise brooch. This one was another auction. It sold for $5,100. They got 80 bids, so we'll go ahead and take a look. This one was a 5-day auction, and this one, the bidding started, they are brave. It started at $9.99 and went all the way up to $5,100. They had 30 bidders with 80 bids. And that is just an amazing, amazing sale from a $9.99 start and only a 5-day auction. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is a beautiful, beautiful brooch there. I love the enamel work as well as the rhinestones. And again, they use 21 pictures, which is what I recommend when you've got these higher dollar. Here you can see a missing one. So again, just because you're missing a stone, it does not necessitate that value dropping significantly. Some of them can still hold their value even with those missing or dead stones. Here is the back. They do show you guys, this is the MB that you need to look for. Look at that. The M is partially missing. So definitely keep an eye out for Marcel Boucher. If it is a rare piece, then auction could be indicated. This one did very well on auction and sold for $5,100. Here is some Chanel. This is actually earrings as well as a brooch. And this one, I will tell you, I just got a couple of Chanel pieces in a costume jewelry estate lot. So it definitely is out there. Chanel vintage pieces are out there. Mine are not that valuable. Mine, I think I have it around $400 to $500. But this pair, it looks like they sold one for $6,900. They have two, so they had two sets. This is immaculate, very clean. This is from Japan, and here you can see. I want to zoom in. You can see the Chanel made in France, and it is numbered. So watch out for Chanel, because Chanel costume jewelry, especially if it is vintage, can be very, very valuable. Right. I'm not sure how we made it this far without showing you a Juliana. So we have only got this one and one other, and we will be at the end of this video. And again, I will do some lower priced next Sunday as well. So we will do some that are a little bit lower. This is a vintage Juliana D&E Easter egg pillowcase corn kernel. It is a 5-piece set. It is brooch, earrings, necklace, and bracelet. They accepted a best offer on $6,500. This one is pretty spectacular because if you see here, this one still has that Juliana paper tag. So Juliana is not marked. It was all just these paper hang tags originally. So we will zoom in here, and this was actually multiple sets. So this is another one. I wish when you're selling a lot of things, show them all in the first picture. So you saw that first set. Here is the Easter egg set. There is also another set here. and another. There were look at all of these Juliana pieces. So this was actually a great buy by somebody. I think there was probably room for profit in this, especially with this first set. So it sold for $6,500, but they got multiple pieces. So I feel even if a reseller had gotten this, they would still have room to make profit. So watch for Juliana. You're rarely going to see those paper tags. But if you study on eBay, you can look at some of the backs to see how they are made. And that will hopefully kind of lead you in the right direction. And this one was a great sale. So let's take a look at the top selling brooch. And I do want to clarify, when I say top selling brooch, I mean, I tried to mostly do costume brooches. I did pull out the 18 karat gold ones because, again, most people are going to know if they are gold, those will get removed. So this is a David Webb large seahorse brooch. It does have a ruby eye, big and bold. They said 47.4 grams. I love this. It also has the bail. They've got it hanging there on a pearl necklace. Absolutely gorgeous piece. And I do want to show you here. So this one snuck its way in because they didn't put it was 18 karat or platinum in that title. So I doubt you would find this because people are going to pull those 18 karat gold pieces. So this one was 18 karat gold and platinum. Beautiful piece by David Webb. You don't know, you might get lucky, but it's probably going to be pretty rare that you will find one. But this one was a great sale at $7,500. All right, I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. We are getting into the holidays here. Thanksgiving is coming up as well as Christmas. So I hope it's going good for you. We do have a holiday weekend. I think it's a 3-day weekend next weekend, which sounds absolutely lovely to me. I appreciate you watching. If you think your friends would like my videos, definitely share with them. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. So make sure you're still subscribed down there. Hit the like button. I appreciate you watching so much. I will be live tomorrow night on Whatnot with some vintage linens with $3 starts. I just got in some awesome new handkerchiefs. We also have some table scarves, dresser scarves, fun vintage linens. And I will be doing vintage jewelry with only $2 starts on Wednesday night as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my playlist. It has tons of research videos just like this one. Watch next Sunday for some lower cost brooches, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now, guys.